This is all about learning how to move better, and these exercises really are going to address issues. Seated on a bench or a chair, what we're going to do, we're working on the back and the core for stability. Take your hands on the bench, pull your stomach in, inhale, and just straighten your body. Just really like a straight arrow. Putting pressure, putting in your core, drop your shoulders. This is the movement. And just pull your stomach in. It looks crazy, but belly button in, abs pulled in. By doing this, it's going to really engage your core. And then release. But don't release. Keep your body straight. Keep that chest up. I'm thinking a set of 10 to 15. And blow in. Suck the air in. Abs tight. Dig your heels in. About 10 seconds. And then release. That's for core. Another area for core is this. We're doing stability. Stability is really important. And with movement, being able to keep form. So I have a band. I'm going to pull my stomach in. My shoulders have to be down, okay? You can have a flat band or kind of a round band. Keeping those hips forward, you're going to keep the hips forward, bracing, pulling in, and release. Looking forward, keep the hips forward, pull in, tight under tension, and then release. Think, drop your shoulders, inhale, and bring it down. You can do 20 of those on each side. Remember, squeeze your glutes, pull your core in, and keep your hips forward. Another exercise that's really good is going to help with your flexion of your hips, which gives us a lot of problems. So I got the band low, and the foot that's on the ground is where the band's going to go. And you want to get a little bit of tension, okay? Now, pulling in your stomach, and even if you look and tape this, it's a good idea to tape what you're doing so you look and see how you're pulling. Doing this, hips in, blow out, just slightly come forward. Keep your butt pulled in and core in. This is going to help the flexation of your hips and back. Take your time, pull in, shoulders down. Don't move, and back. Again, pull in. And take your hips in a little bit. You're going to feel that stretch in your hip. This is mobility and release. You're going to do 15 reps, and you can see where you're at. Either 1 set, 2 sets, or 3 sets. Don't overdo it, because you can do this every day. It's pretty awesome. So this is another exercise that really, really helps the back have a little bit of extension without hurting it. Here I go, and it's a little bit of core too. I'm going to come out, my back is flat, I'm squeezing my butt, looking down, pull the core in, just slightly come down, and then lift up, not a lot. You can hold 5-10 seconds. It's not a race. And then bring it in. You're pulling your core in. This is a stability movement. Next, you're going to do 5 on each side. If it's easy, 10. And if it's still easy, you can do sets of 15, 3 sets. So this leg, the back leg, and I gotta make sure my spine is straight. There's none of this. In order to make that spine straight, I'm gonna just come up that far. It's like I have a string running from my hip to my foot. You're gonna pull in your core. It's pretty cool. And again, I'm going to stay on one side. I don't want my foot going too far up because you can see my back is arched. You time your attention, drop the shoulders, and just hold this and pull in your core. You're resisting any movement. Don't move. And down. I'm going to do one more. You're going to do the same on each side. And down. You'll switch sides. Do the equal amount. Start with your weak side up. Now, same position, stomach pulled in. I'm going to lift up and pull my stomach in. Everything's stable. Drop your shoulders and suck in that air. Drop the shoulders just like this, straight on. Fist your arm. Drop your shoulders. Just like this. Pulling your stomach. Drop your head neutral, drop your shoulders, pull in that belly, and down. The next part of this, if you're up for it, remember, if anything kind of bothers you, stop. You're gonna switch. You're gonna take I'm gonna bring my right leg, just like we had it, and I'm gonna take my opposite arm, just like this, and pull my core in, head neutral, drop my shoulders, my core. You're not moving, you're a statue. You're going to stay on one side and finish one side, then flip over to the other. Right there, set your foot first. Remember, you can't go that far up. Pull your stomach in. And the arm is straight. That's for core and stability. It really is pretty important. So what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to just imagine this is the door jamb, okay? I'm going to pull my stomach in. So imagine there being a clock on the other side. I sent you a picture of the clock. Drop your shoulder. This is for your shoulders and your back. Stabilize. Pull it back in. And if you take yourself, you can see where your back is. I'm going to go, the clock, I'm going to go dropping my shoulder and pulling my shoulder into my scat. Dropping it. You're like doing 5 of these. I'm going to do 2. Shoulders forward, hips forward. Drop your shoulders, pull your stomach in, and the shoulder stays down and pulled in. 2 more. Remember this movement, shoulder has to be down, pulled in. This is where you pull your glutes in. We're going to go up because it's the hardest. Drop the shoulders on both sides. You're going to come up. You have to make sure that you're dropping the shoulders and pulling your scapula in. You're going to come back here, bring it back up. Learning a different pattern movement. Pull in and use the muscles differently, the right muscles. You can actually take some masking tape and make the clock. Bring it up again. Chest is forward, abs are in. Bring it down. Now, dropping the shoulders, you're going to drop the shoulders, pull your stomach in, you're going to come down. But you got to keep the shoulders down and straight. So I'm down and in. And I'm going to stick in it. It's really hard. It's re-education, cognitive health for your body. And again, abs tight. Here's your clock. Shoulders dropped. Remember, you got to do both sides. I start out with my weaker. Abs in, squeeze. You can see when I'm relaxing how my stomach is. I don't want any of that. Come back to center, drop the shoulders. If you got to readjust it, it's fine. Here's your clock. It's much easier if you have the numbers on the door. Forward, last one, you're going to take it down to like 5 o'clock. Keep the shoulders dropped, pull in the abs. Shoulders down, step in. Because having those numbers on the other side of a door jamb is so much better. And bring it up. So, we're going to really work on the hip flexors, and this is the SI joint, or you might want to call it like the glute med. This is going to be thread the needle. So here I am. I'm going to be at an angle of the wall or whatever you're doing this. Keep the hips forward. So, abs tight. I'm going to take my toe and I'm going to point it down, keeping my hips straight. I'm going to come over almost like I want to dig that toe in. That's the stretch of the hip. Abs tight. And then out as far as you can. You're going to feel the contraction. Toe down. You're going to feel that stretch. You can hold it for a couple seconds. And I like to keep this one, abs in, at 3 seconds. You're going to find it very difficult right here. This is strengthening. Start with your weaker hip, pulls down, abs tight, out. There's your squeeze. Toes, abs tight. Toes, hips forward. You're going to do both sides. That's a really good move. Now, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip it around. Say that you're on a doorstep or a stair step. That's what I'm trying to. All I'm going to do here, I'm going to move this back. Okay. Now, okay, here we go. I'm on the doorstep, okay? This is important. You're going to do one leg at a time, one calf at a time. Here I am neutral, pull my stomach in. I'm going to go down very slow. I'm going to feel that stretch. This is going to ankle mobility. It pertains to movement. Now I'm going to come up with that leg, only one, and squeeze. Now I'm going to go a little further up and squeeze. Hold 2 seconds. Slowly come down with just that one leg. Abs tight. I'm coming up strong. Sucking into my stomach. And then dropping that foot down slow. It's going to hurt so bad, but it's so good. It really pertains to your whole body, your alignment. I'm coming up. Now I'm coming up a little further. I'm going to feel that squeeze. Try not to use the other leg, but just imagining that calf is going to help. Then you're going to fight it down, which is going to be, you don't want to drop anything. You want to stretch it. Also, you have to drink the water. When you're doing this stuff, you have to be fully hydrated. I'm coming up, and I'm going up a little higher. Hips forward. Slowly bring it down. If you do have a problem doing that, maybe to start off just with dropping both heels down. Right there, you want to go slow. Don't be blazing it out, just take your time. Now come up, now come up a little higher, squeeze. You might only be able to do 5, that's okay. Slowly take it down. Right on your stair steps. So good. And last but not least, I'm going to take you right over here to my bench. Or you can do this seated or on the floor. I'm going to have straight up, abs in. You're going to take this leg over to the best you can. Start with the one that's doesn't have the mobility. And just pull your abs in, just like this. And breathe. Again, water, you gotta have it, or you can't move. And when you don't drink water, there's no flotation, which can result in an injury from stretching, right? Abs tight. You're gonna hold it 10 seconds, 15, hold it 20, whatever it takes. But it's not a rush. It's not finished quickly. It's about really taking your time and letting this piriformis SI joint stretch out. You're going to do that on both sides. I would say do 5 to 10 reps. 5 probably is fine. Slow 5. The last exercise, say I'm on a bench and my feet aren't touching. I'm going to stretch you out, so I'm going to do one leg back like this and just drop your head. And then look forward and down. And up. Take your neck to the right, ear to the shoulder. If you can't get your leg back, don't take it back. If it feels weird, just make it your own workout. Just take the air, inhale, and then blow out. Inhale, all the air, don't let go of it. Abs pulled in. Blow it out when you can't go any further. And that really relieves the pressure. You're going to feel it stretch from here to here. 5 on each side. You're going to switch sides. It really is incredible. It is so good. So those are the exercises I have for you. Hopefully that I can get this downloaded on time, make it a Facebook, or not a Facebook, but a YouTube video. So these are the exercises while we're both gone. And also, when you're on vacation, these are the things you can do. But when you are eating out, really watch the sodium. The sodium will destroy you. It will put such bloat on you. I mean, you're going to feel the pressure of your stomach because this is where you bloat from. So, you got to triple your water. Just make sure you got a case. And, make sure you're doing 10, 12 bottles on vacation. Because you don't realize and watch for too high of foods and sodiums. Mexican has tons. Mediterranean has tons. Chinese has tons. It's all loaded. And just watch what you're eating and make sure that water is on target. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, so here, I got this.